Welcome to my detailed walk series. This detailed walk details the walk from Aberystwyth town centre to Penglais campus at the university. I walk out of my front door at number 8 Corporation Street in Aberystwyth. I turn right. I walk down the pavement. I am walking. I continue walking. In 3 metres I will be at the corner. I turn right. I continue along the road. I pass Sam's Fried Chicken. On the left is the Ceredigion Museum. However, I keep on walking. I get to the crossroads. Behind me is Varsity. On the other side of me is more pavement. I cross the road. I am now on the other side of the road. I continue walking along the pavement. There are cars on the road. As I keep on walking along the pavement, notice on the right W.H. Smith and a cash point. I continue walking. I continue walking. On the right is 24 Hours Spa. But we don't go in there. We continue walking. We continue walking. The street is on the left. It is a one-way street. The cars approach from behind. We continue walking. We are coming to the end of the street. On the right is Barclays Bank. We continue walking. We are now confronted with a street in front of us. It is a one-way street with cars coming from the right to the left, or from the south to the north. We wait for a gap in the traffic. We cross the street. We are now in a pedestrianised area, and we slightly go to the left at about 45 degrees and continue heading forward until we reach another street. We have reached the corner of the street in question. We wait for a gap in traffic. This is also a one-way street. Traffic is coming from in front. There is a gap. I cross the street. I then head up the street by turning slightly to the right. I continue walking along the pavement. The cars are on the right. I continue walking. Around 300 metres ahead of me, I can see the Wetherspoons pub. However, we don't walk that far, because we have now arrived at our left turn. We turn left down the street. This is also a one-way street. Cars approach from the rear. The road is currently on our right. I walk along the pavement. I am walking. This street is mainly houses, terraced houses. I continue walking. I continue walking. I'm still walking along the pavement. Ahead of me and to the right, I can see another one-way street intersecting the street that I am currently walking. I continue walking. If you are lucky, you may see an old woman and her dog, but I do not. I continue walking. I am now level with the street that intersects the street that I am currently walking on. I look behind me. There are no cars. I traverse the street. I continue walking. I am now on the pavement on the other side of the road. The road is on the left. The cars are still approaching from behind. On the right is some weird furniture store that nobody goes in, so I continue walking. I continue walking. Illegally parked vans are parked on the double yellow lines because there are currently no traffic wardens in Aberystwyth. This angers me. However, I keep on walking. There are still cars approaching from the rear. However, I am ending this street now. I'm presented with either a left or a right turn. I turn right. The road is on my left. I am tasked with crossing this road. Again, it is a one-way road. Cars are approaching from the left to the right. There are 2 lanes of traffic, however. This one will be difficult to cross. Wait for a good gap. There's one. I cross the road. I sneak in between 2 cars that are parked illegally on the side of the road. I am now on the pavement on the other side of the road. I turn right. I continue ahead. I continue. The cars are now approaching from the rear. However, I now reach a junction. I turn left. I continue walking. There are no cars driving down this road, just cars that are parked. I continue walking. On my left is a little courtyard. There's a jet ski in this courtyard. However, I'm not here to jet ski. I'm here to walk. I continue walking. Here we are presented with the intersection between 2 roads. This is described in the way of 2 bollards. I can walk past these bollards. The cars cannot drive past them. Yay. So, I continue walking. I could go left, but I continue ahead. This street reminds me of Coronation Street. Lots of little houses. Lots. I continue walking. Here you can walk on the middle of the road. Very seldom are you presented with cars. The road bears round to the right. I continue walking. Occasionally you see a little fat person walking along towards you down this part of the street. Take no notice. I come to a 4-way junction. You are targeted with crossing this 4-way junction, but don't worry, it is very quiet. You go straight ahead, up the road which has a very steep hill. Don't worry, it is short and sweet, but steep. You walk up this hill. Again, pavement or road, it is not important. It is very quiet. I continue walking up this steep hill, but I am knowing in the back of my mind that it is only 20 meters long. I can feel the strain in my thighs. However, I am now at the top of this small mound. The road veers round to the right, but we continue forwards. There is a little pedestrian snicket which goes in a zigzag formation very steeply downhill. I follow this snicket. I am descending. I am descending. I am now on the last leg of this small descent. Be careful when you get to the end of this little pedestrian snicket, because you are presented with a very thin pavement and then a busy road. When you arrive at the end of this pedestrian snicket, you turn right. This road is not one way. Continue walking. The road will be on your left. Cars travel quickly along this road. Be careful. I continue walking. I continue walking. I look over my shoulder for a gap in the traffic. Occasionally it can take quite a while. If there is no gap, don't stop walking, make up ground and keep walking. The target here is to cross while on the move. I see a gap and I cross the street. I am now on the other side of the street. On the left, as I continue down the street, are some quite modern apartment buildings. I wouldn't mind one of those. But I continue walking. I continue walking. On the right are lots of cars. But that doesn't bother me because we are on the pavement. So I continue walking. I begin to arrive at my next turn. It is a left turn onto a street signposted for the A&E department. I take this turn. I am walking down the new street. Cars line the street. There are big houses on the left and a children's nursery on the right, but I keep on walking. I continue walking. I need to cross the street here. I squeeze in between two parked cars. I cross the road. When you reach the pavement on the other side, you continue in the same direction as you were doing on the other side. However, only for a few meters, because you now need to turn right. I turn right here. I continue walking along the pavement. As you walk along this street, notice parking bays on both sides of the road. These are almost always full. I continue walking. It is often a pleasure to walk along this street. It is often very quiet, and the front gardens often have people pottering around. It is very pleasant. I continue walking. I am walking along the road. The road is on the left. I am on the pavement on the right. The street veers very slightly to the left, by around 10 degrees. It is at this stage, as you continue walking, that you can see the road starting to elevate slightly. That is your target. However, you continue walking. I am walking along the pavement. In a few meters, you will be met by a road intersecting from the right. You now reach this pivotal moment. This can be quite a dodgy part of the road to cross. Cars approach from 3 directions. Take your time and cross the street. I am crossing the street. When you get to the other side, continue along the pavement as you were doing before you crossed the intersection. Continue walking. You will notice on the left another road. That goes to the hospital. But don't worry about that. Continue walking. It is at this stage that you may start to feel a slight throb in the thighs. The gradient increases. I continue walking. There are 1 or 2 houses here on the right. but these are detached. On the other side of the road on the left are lots of terraced houses. This street, in a small way, reminds me a lot of those really steep streets in San Francisco in the United States. Very steep. I continue walking. This is actually a very steep hill. You can feel it. However, don't worry, power on. You keep walking. You keep walking. Cars are parked on your left. I hope their handbrakes are strong. I continue walking. You are now nearing the extent of the road. The road veers to the left. On your right, you will see a field. If you are lucky, this field may have some sheep in it. However, we are not here to look at sheep. We are here to get to Penglais campus. The road veers sharply to the left. However, we continue straight ahead along a pedestrian path. The hill is still steep here. You may pass a few students walking up and down this section. You continue walking. On the right is the field. On the left are some accommodation for the hospital. If you're lucky, you may see an elderly person walking around. But you continue walking. At the top of this little section, you will be presented with some stairs. There is a nice metal railing in the middle. Hold this railing as you climb the stairs. I am climbing the stairs. There are around 15 stairs. I am at the top of the stairs. You are now presented with a road. This road has a 5-mile-an-hour speed limit. However, nobody listens to that, so be careful, they will easily do 40. This is a two-way street. You cross the road. You are now on a pavement on the other side of the road. You turn right here. You continue along the road. Again, notice the speed that the cars pass you here. You continue along the pavement. The road is on your right. Coming into view on your left is the Grand National Library of Wales, Aberystwyth. You continue along the pavement with the road to your right. In a few metres, you will see some large steps going to the left. You continue along the pavement. You continue along the pavement. You are going to take those steps. I arrive at the steps. I turn left. I begin climbing the steps towards the National Library. I am climbing the steps. I am climbing the steps. Feel free to remove some sweat from your brow. You have climbed a long way. You are still climbing the steps. Here we are at the top of the steps. Be careful here, you will continue straight ahead. However, there is a car park to pass. Pay attention when crossing the car park. You are crossing the car park. Walk straight ahead towards the National Library. Keep walking. As you approach the National Library, you will see a plaque that commemorates that the library was opened by Her Majesty the Queen. Take the stairs to the right. I am walking up the steps. I am walking. The steps veer to the left. Continue. When you get to the top, turn right. Follow this pedestrianised area to the right. Keep walking. As you are walking, the National Library is on your left, as is the entrance. If you look to your right, take in the view of Aberystwyth. It is fabulous, isn't it? I continue walking. The pedestrian area veers to the left. Follow this. I turn left. You are now confronted with a larger car park. Keep walking forward along the pedestrianised walkway. I continue walking. The walkway comes to an end. Here you turn right. Walk forward around 3 or 4 paces, and then you are confronted with a pavement. Turn left and continue. You are walking along the pavement. The side of the library is on your left. On the right is the car park. Straight ahead is another section of car park. Continue ahead along the pavement. I continue walking. The pavement begins to end soon. It bends around to the left. You are now at this point. You step off the pavement onto the tarmac. You walk straight ahead across the car park. Keep your eyes open for cars around here. On your left, you will see the staff entrance to the library. I keep on walking. I am walking. On the right, you will soon see the bins area for the library. This is where the staff hang out and smoke. You may be lucky and see some. Continue walking. Continue walking. Step onto the pavement on the right hand side and walk. Continue walking straight ahead. Continue walking. You will see a road from the right. Cross over this road onto the other side. I am now on the other side of this road. I will now turn right and walk along the pavement. As I walk along this pavement, I think to myself that I am walking along the link road that links the site of the National Library of Wales to the site of Aberystwyth University. I continue along the pavement. I continue along. This is a new link road. Enjoy it. You are now entering the end of this link road. You know this because you are walking into a small car park. Keep walking straight ahead towards the AstroTurf playing fields. Keep walking. The building on your left is the University Sports Hall. Turn left. You are now walking along a pavement. On your right is a railing. Keep walking. You walk past a spinning on your left. You can sometimes have a cheeky look in there if there's a class on. Keep walking. Keep walking. This is quite a narrow pavement. Be careful for people coming in the opposite direction. Keep walking. Keep walking. You are now coming towards the end of this narrow part of pavement. On the left, you see the reception for the Wellness Centre. Keep walking. Keep walking. Have a little look in on the left into the gym. Look at those meatheads curl those biceps. Keep walking. You are walking underneath the emergency exit stairs. As I continue walking, I notice some people playing five-a-side football. I keep walking. I am on the pavement. The road is on my right. As I walk along the pavement, I am confronted with a road that goes to the left. If there is no traffic, I will cross this road and continue onto the pavement on the other side. I cross the road. I am on the other side of the road. I continue walking. The road is on my right. I am walking. I keep walking. There are some academic buildings appearing on the left, but I continue walking. When the traffic is free, cross over onto the other side of the road. Your target is the road that intersects the road that you're walking along. Turn right. I've turned right, and I am now walking along the pavement. This new road is on my left. There is a slight gradient incline here, but don't worry, it's the last. You're walking along. Through the trees on the right you can see the playing fields. On the left you can see the physics building. Continue walking. Watch out for the hordes of numpties coming down the hill towards you. Continue walking up the hill. Continue walking. I'm walking up the hill. I continue walking. In front of you, and slightly to the left, you can see the Hugh Owen Library. But we're not there yet. Continue walking up the hill. You will notice that the road veers round to the left. This is a one-way road anyway. The cars come from in front of you. You continue walking. You're now nearing the bend. Notice the stairs to the right. You will take these stairs. Your climb is nearly over. I'm climbing the stairs. I'm climbing. I am now on the first level. I am walking along the flat that veers round to the left a little bit. The next set of stairs are here. I am climbing. I am climbing the stairs. I am now on another level. I climb another set of stairs. This is the last set. On the right hand side you will see the Interpol building. It is nice. I continue walking. I am now nearing the end of my climb up the stairs. You are now presented with a road. Turn right slightly along the pavement and cross the zebra crossing to your left. Don't worry, the cars will stop for you. I am crossing the zebra crossing. When you get to the other side, choose to go either left or right around the railing. I went left. Walk straight ahead, under the bridge and up the stairs. I am climbing. I am nearing the end of my climb. At the top of these stairs is the plaza. I am climbing. I am still climbing. I have now reached the top of the stairs. I am at the plaza. This is the destination. Congratulations, you have walked from number 8 Corporation Street to the plaza at Penglice campus in real time. Congratulate yourself. Wipe that sweat from your brow. And may I suggest having a refreshing drink in the Arts Centre in front of you. Go on, reward yourself. Thank you very much, and listen to my next walking series. Bye bye.